Hello, beautiful souls. Thank you guys so much for joining me here and welcome to my table. If you're new here, hello, my name is Zachary. It's nice to meet you. If you're returning, it's good to see you guys again. Pull up a chair, my friends. I did save you a seat. So, Pisces, my Pisces friends and friends of Pisces. This is also, generally collective reading too. I just finished up Aquarius, and this is interesting as I'm going into Pisces here too because there's a very strong theme. So this is telling me that both of these, and I encourage you to watch Aquarius as well, but both of these themes are very much a collective energy as we are in the age of Aquarius here. Makes sense why Aquarius energy is as such. Pisces, we did just have a nodal shift back in January. So North Node here in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. We are leaving behind perfectionism, the shadow of Virgo, perfectionism, this anal retentiveness, this hyperfixation onto details that maybe aren't serving us. We're moving more into dreamy Pisces, right? You know Pisces. We're tapping more into our intuition. We're being asked to flow. Okay. So I did pull some oracle cards here and I felt called to do the Urban Crow oracle. 3 cards came through here, and this is very connected, like I said, to the Aquarius reading. So let's get into it. Curiosity came through here. Curiosity killed the cat, right? Here with mischief. Mischief. And then wrath. And for those of you who, 144 on the timer too, for those of you who have seen me for a little bit, I typically have a second camera angle here, do a little bit more editing. As I'm healing here with my hip surgery, I'm striking a balance between still being able to make content here and like healing and resting. So that will come back, but for right now, I don't have that camera angle. I appreciate you understanding. So curiosity here to start. The part that really stood out to me here in the book, that is really starting to connect to Aquarius too. Wrath came through for Aquarius in the extended reading. Creating Heaven on Earth is what that's called. So highly recommend, like I said, please watch Aquarius if you feel called to do so. There are similarities between these messages because, well, collectively we're in both energies pretty heavy. So curiosity, putting aside the emotions, to think like a researcher, to be the researcher. And this was a strong message in Aquarius too. There was a lot of energy of anger, especially of wrath, like I said, that was coming forward, and this need to not ignore the emotions, but to start working with the emotions in the way that we would understanding what emotions are, which are messages. It's a messenger. So there's a time right now where we are being asked to think critically or to see something a little bit more clearly. And this requires that we do have a good balance between our head and our heart. And we're not that we're ignoring the shadow, but that we're not lost in the shadow. Okay. With mischief coming through here, the component that I get about this card, this energy coming through, is actually a call to maybe play around a little bit more. Crows will do things like in the imagery of this card here, pull an animal's tail just for shits and giggles, just because it's funny to them. They're very intelligent, right? Not saying to have fun at somebody else's expense necessarily. Like, know your audience, I guess, is kind of what comes through. There's no need to be a dick, right? That came through in Aquarius too. But the need to play a little bit more is coming through. Why so serious? Everything doesn't have to be so serious. There are serious things, and there are reasons why we should choose to live on the lighter side of things. It makes for a really, really shitty life, right? For everything to be so heavy. Wrath. So there's this energy of anger. And there are many reasons to be angry right now. There are many reasons to be angry because of things we've experienced in our lives, too. At the end of the day, it's important to recognize what anger is. Anger is not the bad guy, not that there is a bad or good guy. Anger is a message. Anger is an energy as well. Anger is the same energy that a seed would use to push through its shell in order to grow. When we feel an emotion, it's important, like I said, to recognize it as a message. We are not weaponizing our emotions. We can be angry at many different things. There can be frustration because there's a desire to grow. There can be an anger because we're being mistreated or something is wrong or unfair. Those are all valid. What isn't correct on the other side of something being unfair or to be mistreated is to turn that around onto somebody else. To keep ourselves safe, absolutely, that's very important. But like I said, there's a difference between experiencing an emotion and doing something because of it, and experiencing an emotion, wrapping it up and turning it into a weapon to throw at somebody else, to project at somebody else. Wrath here talks about just that. We experience anger to such a degree that now revenge is a requirement. We start to project our own anger, maybe onto people who don't deserve it, right? And that's something that's very present in our world nowadays. If we're going to talk about things that are unjust or unfair, as we're working to create a new world, which is very much what Aquarius reading was about. Again, recommend you take a look at it if it resonates. Turning around and projecting where it is that we feel there has been injustice towards ourselves, towards somebody else who probably doesn't deserve it either, is not cool, man. Not cool, man, right? That's not creating the world that we want for ourselves or collectively for anyone else. Talking about ourselves alone, it's important to take ownership of our experience and to validate our own experience so that we don't do things like that, okay? It's just not getting us anywhere, all right? Let's move forward. Carry on. Let's carry on. I'm going to pull a talisman oracle here for you for Pisces, please, my Pisces friends. Pisces Collective. And you guys have some classes I'm going to be releasing here soon. Keep your ear to the ground if you're interested in that. I'll be doing them over Zoom, and I've also got some courses coming out for like tarot. I'll be teaching some tarot, also things like manifestation, okay? Some guided meditations too, I think I'll start doing live. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell. It's a great way to get notifications when I do have posts to announce things like that, or new videos, or join my mailing list. Actually, I'll talk about that here real quick. Or you can join my mailing list. Kill two birds with one stone here, since we're talking about birds. My 30,000 subscriber giveaway, I am giving away 2 free readings to celebrate and to give back. If you're interested in putting your name in to enter for one of those, there's a link in the description of the video as well as pinned as a comment here in this video. Put your email address in. It does add you to my mailing list and then enters you for the contest. I will be drawing the 1st of March, okay? All right, for Pisces here. Spirit's like, finish up. Yes, yes. Mindfulness. I do want to read this from the book here, but in general, mindfulness. Again, another connection here to Aquarius. We're being asked to be mindful. We're being asked to take ownership of our experience, to be present, to not just let things run on autopilot. So there's a lot of beauty in the stillness of the mind, which was totally what Aquarius was all about. Allowing ourselves to be present in the moment and not worry about how things could have been or what we could have done better. Or what we could have done better can open our minds. Oh, there's a typo. Can open our minds to the treasure of what we have to be thankful for. With great patience and perseverance, we can accomplish. Goodness. I skipped 2 of them. Hold on. We can accomplish anything. Yeah, thanks for hanging in there. It's best not to rush into action or judgment too quickly. Projection, right? Often patience is not about how long we can wait, but what we do with our time while waiting. We can learn to be grateful for every moment of our day, even when we feel stuck and things don't go our way. Like the praying mantis, staying mindful will make all of your endeavors more fruitful and meaningful. I am still. Like I said, this was a big component of Aquarius energy too. We're being asked to be still here right now, you guys. And that doesn't mean, not taking action on anything. We're talking about the energy of the mind. The mind is going too much right now. It's spiraling. And there's fear, there's things to be afraid of. There are, not that we need to choose to be afraid of them. Fear will always be present. It's our choice, though, to come back to a place of finding our center, okay? And this is what we need right now. Wild Unknown animal deck here. Can we talk about the path here for Pisces? Interesting. the black egg, and this did kind of fall out in reverse. Whoop, 10-10 on the timer in reverse here. So kind of the shadow form of this. The black egg is the throat chakra. So I take this as kind of some blocked energy. A refusal maybe to speak what it is that needs to be spoken. As we're talking about anger and a need to lighten up, right? To still the mind with curiosity so that we can become the researcher. It feels like there are things that are coming up. This is the first portal here, the throat chakra, into this realm, from our outer realm to the physical realm as far as manifestation goes. It's very, very important not only to be cautious about what we allow ourselves to expound on thought-wise, because we don't always control every thought that comes up. The brain is just offering things for us to think about. We get to decide, yes, I want to think about this, okay? When we decide to take a thought and move it into this portal of the physical realm through the throat chakra, well, now we mean business, right? This is where things really start to get serious. It feels like there is a block, like I said, a refusal, or maybe just not understanding or knowing that there is a lot of power in what it is that's coming through and being spoken about. This isn't to say that we can't talk about things that maybe, are burdening us, we do feel afraid of. It's talking about how often we do that, okay? There's a lot of contextual things that come through with manifestation too, but at its most basic, we're talking about what it is we're speaking, okay? Are we using our voice here to benefit our own life and others, or are we using our voice to harm ourselves and others, okay? What's blocking this energy right now? The starfish. Sea serpent here at the bottom. This is the sacral chakra. So as we're talking about manifestation and creation, it makes sense that this is here at the bottom. Starfish. And this did kind of come through in reverse too. So shadow form of this is getting stuck on things that are superficial. So as far as a block goes with the throat chakra, there is a call here right now to watch. Like I said, there's a difference between, let's say you have been through a difficult moment. It's important to have community and camaraderie and to share the load with those that are able to share the load with you, right? But if we're using our voice to just, mindlessly talk, that's kind of what I'm getting. To gossip. Gossip is coming through. To focus on those things that are trivial and superficial. We cannot do those things and then turn around and expect to have these magnanimous results. We receive what it is that we're putting out there, right? So there's a call here to just pay attention to that. And this all starts with the mind. Okay, let's get into tarot. Tarot messages here, please, for Pisces. What do we have going on for Pisces? And I do have personal readings open and available. My website is in the description of the reading. The description of the reading here. The Fool at the split is standing out. It's time for a new journey. It's time to start something new. It's time to come back to this innocence, the innocence of a child, the innocence of when we started our journey here, before we were jaded by those things that maybe make us wrathful or angry or make it difficult to have some fun, right? I feel like that's important right now. Well, it is. It is important. Balance, right? Balance. And this is a new deck I got too. It's just the Rider-Waite, but it's like rose gold holographic foil. The moon at the split here too. Our fears, you guys. It's time to blast through where it is that we're protecting fears in our subconscious. This is what humans do because it allows us to feel safe. There is a light that's shining the way through our fears right now, though. Okay. Memberships are open too if you guys are interested in channel memberships. There is a link in the description of the video. Pinned comment as well. Woo. All right. Butterfingers. 1441 on the timer. Ooh, so your hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams, Pisces. The Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. I do get there's this desire to have like luck change or to have fate change. To change your fate. To change my fate. Oh my God, Brave. Yeah, Brave, Disney. There is a note of karma to the Wheel of Fortune here too. Um, like a cause and effect. The component, because I chose this deck in particular, the component that's standing out to me here is the snake on this side and Anubis on this side. So in the standard Rider Waite here, the snake is descending and Anubis is ascending. This symbolizes the descent of evil and the ascent of good. Okay? These are subjective and, really human constructs, but in generality, as a hope, you're hoping for things to change. You're hoping for things to improve. Totally. Totally. I get that. We'll do the Murder of Crows tarot here too. Dusted this one off, pulled it out of the bin. What do we have here for Pisces, please? Additional messages. Four of Cups here at the split is standing out. I do feel like there is, if you want to look at it like an offer, there is a new opportunity. There's a different way of being that's available. We're being asked to shift the way that we may be hyper-focusing on something. Okay, what do we have here for Pisces, please? And please like, share, comment, subscribe, you guys. Hit that notification bell, like I said. I'd love to take you along this journey with me. If this reading does resonate with you, I appreciate the support to the channel. Not this one. The Fool. Well. So this is your fear aversion. And we had that at the split as we were shuffling the light pile. So there is a fear aversion towards a new journey. I feel like this is more that naivety, like I said. There's a concern over feeling stupid. Feeling like you are the fool, okay? And you're not. None of us are the fool. Like we are, but we're not, right? To be made the fool. Well, really that's a matter of perspective. And that's our choice too. Oh, interesting. Okay. With mischief. The difference here between maybe taking something as like someone made me look stupid or whatever. What I'm getting is a need to not take ourselves so damn seriously. Okay. All right, let's get into this. General energy to start. Knight of Swords. So this is an energy of air, of the mind. It's a very quick moving energy as well. An energy coming in to save the day. I feel like this is the mind that we're being asked to settle a bit right now. Settle, quiet coyote. Because this is the force that's driving all of our action or motivation right now. It's coming from this place of urgency, of immediacy, and I'm not saying that certain things aren't urgent, but if we're approaching everything with this sense of if I don't do this now, like there's going to be something's going to be missed out on, or et cetera, et cetera. We need to come from a place of calm and peace. We can act quickly and precisely, and this came through with Aquarius too, like a surgeon doing emergency surgery. If they came into a situation of emergency surgery and were, oh God, where's the scalpel? That's no one's gonna have a good time, right? No one's gonna have a good time. There's a need to have calm and peace. Okay, we can approach what it is that we're working to approach. We can put the thought into action, which starts here with the throat chakra. Like I said, we can put that into action with more intention, is what I'm getting, instead of just letting it flow, instead of just whatever superficial that comes forward. Ace of Pentacles here to clarify. The seed of the future is what I'm getting. The seeds of the future, the seed of the future. The pentacles can symbolize a seed, planting a seed. This is everything that is possible here in the physical realm. Work, health, money, changing something, okay? Planting something new, creating a new habit. Could be, exercise routine, diet, political systems, whatever, where you're living potentially. Something coming forward, though, because we're putting action into creating it, we're planting it. Ooh, interesting. Okay. What I'm getting here is a caution towards haste. Be careful what it is. Be sure, not careful. Be sure that what you're planting is what you want to plant. Totally. Okay. Back to the throat chakra here. Planting, okay? You're manifesting here. Be sure that that's what you want to manifest. I mean, as much as possible, right? We do get to be human. But if we're coming from a place of urgency and emergency, emotional state, guaranteed. I know there are no guarantees in life, but guaranteed. If we're coming from a high emotional state towards manifestation, we are not the ones that are in control. We're not coming from a place of control or calm towards that manifestation. If there is fear, anger, I mean, anger can be an energy that's present when we're manifesting, but we don't want to project that towards the manifestation. Okay? I'm seeing like a seed molding, okay? We can plant something, be careful what it is we're planting, make sure it's what we want to plant. And then tending to it as well. It needs to be watered, needs the right amount of sun. It needs to be left alone even sometimes. There are things that need to be in silence or in darkness in order for it to grow. So I'm getting that too, this kind of like high agitated energy towards planting something. We can't keep digging it up to see if it's growing. Faith, back there with the Fool too, the concern over this. Faith, trust, and a little bit of pixie dust, okay, you guys? So good stuff right now. Good stuff for Pisces. Love it. King of Cups. Love it. So as far as good stuff for you guys right now, there is an opportunity, and I feel like there's well, yeah, there's an opportunity. This is the notion of devotion to master the motion of your emotion ocean, as I like to say. As we're talking about manifesting here, the emotions don't need to disappear, and we're not trying to control them either. But we do need to allow them to flow where they need to go. If we're hanging on to something like wrath, I mean, personally, anger turning into revenge, this is a situation where we are sitting on an injustice so strongly that we believe has been done to us, real or perceived, okay? Where that energy is now our own perception is saying somebody must pay for this, right? And I'm not saying that somebody doesn't need to pay for things sometimes. But a lot of the times we're not the ones that are in control of, this makes sense too. This was the hope, the Wheel of Fortune. We're not in control of the way that the wheel turns. The turning of the wheel is out of our hands. The way that we respond to the turning of the wheel, though, is. But guaranteed, wherever there has been justice or injustice, it will be balanced out. Perhaps not in the same vein that the justice or injustice happened in the first place, but rest assured it will. And I feel like this is a part of tapping into that good energy right now, is remembering that. I'm recording this, all messages are timeless, but I'm recording this just before the full moon in Leo tomorrow on the 12th of February here. This moon is all about taking our power back. It's about recognizing where it is that we have been allowing our mental, emotional, or physical energy to be dedicated towards something that is toxifying our experience. It's not to say that like we want our attention to be on something, but this message is calling into attention your attention, right? Where your attention goes is where energy flows, is where manifestation happens. So be sure that you're the one who is, what I'm seeing is like on a river here, directing the rudder or the oar of the boat, okay? You may not be in control of the flow of the water, but you are in control of the direction that you're heading on that river, okay? The Lovers comes through to clarify this. Yes, as we're talking about direction, like a pathway here. With the King of Cups and the Lovers here, this could be, Pisces, if you're looking for love, definitely can be an opportunity here to take something to the next level as far as romance goes. More so, I get decision, being at a crossroads here, the need to make a decision or being at a fork in the road. There's a fork in the river here, if they're called forks. We have to decide which direction we want to steer the boat towards. It's going to flow either direction, but it's up to us to decide. There's also a quality of balancing divine masculine and feminine energies that's a part of the Lover's card. So with King of Cups and balancing the emotions and the masculine feminine, I love that. Love that. There's an opportunity here for mastery, you guys, for self-mastery. Love this. Which, it's going to be present all the time, but this is an opportunity to face some things down that we've been dealing with for quite some time, individually and collectively, and learn some shit. Self-mastery, okay? So what we don't see coming or what's in the dark. I love this. I love this. Six of Swords. So as I'm talking about this trip here on the river, they're literally in a boat, right? He's got his oar. Oh my gosh. This is a transition. This is moving from where it has been shitty to where it's maybe not so shitty anymore. That turn of the wheel that we're hoping for good to rise and for evil to descend, right? I love this. It can also symbolize travel by water, you guys. I love this. What we need to recognize here, though, is in order to make this trek, or I don't want to say the right path or the wrong path, because, I mean, really, there are no right or wrong choices in our life. In order to make the decision to take the path that we want to take to give us the result we want, there has to be something sacrificed or left behind. What we're leaving behind here is this frantic mental energy. I love this, you guys. Both Aquarius and Pisces, great readings, both great readings. Ooh. So to clarify this, what we don't see coming or what's in the dark. 10 of Cups. This is its connection to the divine, love. So maybe there is a relationship of some sort. But love doesn't have to just be romantic. Love is present in many different things. Love is present in the warmth of the sunshine, right? As cheesy as that may sound. You're Pisces. You love it. You love it. You love it. I'm a Pisces North Node, and Cancer Venus. I'm a cheeseball. But in this card in particular, in this imagery, I see like a Batman symbol. What we don't see here is that there is information being given to us on direction, on what is best for us to take as far as direction goes, as we're making this decision to decide the left or the right, right? In order to see this, though, in order to see the sign that's flashing in front of us, we have to settle our mind. Settle. We can't see what's right in front of us sometimes when we're so engrossed in our own personal emotional experience. And like I said with Aquarius, we're not dismissing our emotional experience, but just like with curiosity, first thing, right out the gate, we're not letting it control us, or maybe even deciding to put our emotions aside for a second so that we can be the researcher, okay? I love it. So, challenge. Your challenge here at this time, or what's difficult. Two of Wands. So Two of Wands, this is the step right before Three of Wands, right before expansion, planning phase. It's deciding to move, it's deciding to make a change, make that change, to get uncomfortable for the sake of our own growth. This person is holding on to one wand here, and there's one that is braced here against the wall, and they've got the world in their hands here. This symbolizes, with the one braced against the wall, there are components of our experience that we're solid in, that we feel good about. That is supported, that is braced. The components of the other wand of our experience, the next step in the adventure, travel potentially for some of us, this portion they are stabilizing because it's not solid yet. As they're looking into out in the distance with this globe in their hand, all possibilities are possible, right? Everything is possible. So, being in the challenge, this is difficult right now. Maybe to trust that the things that are solid are solid. There are a lot of things that are potentially shaking our foundations right now. We don't have to allow them to shake our foundations, though. And I know this is easier said than done. Please understand I am a human in the world today, too. And I experience many things as well. I love this, you guys. Next step is three of Wands, right? Two of Pentacles as well comes in to clarify this. Balance. Our balance. Finding our center, finding our balance. Balance is not a static position. It is, in the challenge here, difficulty, it is remembering, especially when things are difficult, that balance is not a static position. I think we can cling on to that idea that there is this like safe zone that doesn't move, you know, in the center of everything else that's scary and that's moving and that's changing. And that's not real. Balance is a dance. We move a little here, we move a little here. But remembering that our goal is to always head towards center, but we never stop moving. So it's always a back and forth. Okay. So as we're hoping this with the Wheel of Fortune here, for evil to descend and good to ascend, to remember that this is also a dance. There is not a static position where the bad guys lose and the good guys win, or the good guys lose and the bad guys win. You know what I mean? That's not real. That's not real. I feel like we're being asked to come back to a place of a bit more like sanity and pragmatism. And in that area, there is also space, 3113 on the timer, nice mirror number. There's space to have some fun too, as things are crazy, right? Crazy world. Crazy world. But this requires that we get a handle on what's going on emotionally and in our minds. Okay, I'm going to pull an oracle card here to close this out, my Pisces friends. And then I am going to go into an extended here. So we're going to go a bit deeper into this message. I feel like it's important to evaluate maybe some how to do this, okay? How to look at what's going on emotionally and mentally. And there is something about manifestation with the throat here that's standing out to me. Yes. Yeah, so we'll dive into that a little bit deeper here in the extended. If you guys want to join me there, links will be in the description of the video here. They are for sale individually, and then also on the 3rd tier of membership, you can have access to all of them. Phoenix fam, all right? Spirit, what do we have here for Pisces? Final message here. Dragon's Gate, number 6, the lovers. Lovers. You got the 2 fishies here too, Pisces. I love it. So, Dragon's Gate. Your effort shall bear bountiful fruit, even beyond your expectations. Rest when needed, but refuse to turn away from your goal. Acknowledge how far you have come and affirm your confidence and capability to progress further. Put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. You shall cross a significant spiritual threshold, overcome long-term obstacles, and experience irreversible liberation. Ooh, what your heart seeks is within reach. Do not give up. Oh, I love this, you guys. I got chills on that. Irreversible liberation. Ooh. That is a potent combination of words. That gives me all the chills. Irreversible liberation. Love it. Okay, Pisces, I love you too. I hope this message is helpful. If you want to join me in the extended, like I said, I'll see you there. If not, it was great to see you. Thank you for joining me. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all very soon. Be well.